Hey guys, just wanted to show you a chassis mounted servo Panhard setup for a scale trail type vehicle. And if you've never really thought about how this works, first let me just show you. The servo is oriented face down. Okay, you can see it's an Lexan plate that hugs the face of the servo, so it has no chance to wiggle back and forth, and the screws now are just keeping it from pushing upwards. Okay, so you've got your servo facing down, and here's your steering link, and these are the important points to observe here and here. Okay, so wherever this point is in relationship to the chassis, like height-wise, okay, and then whatever point this is, okay, height-wise, off the chassis, that's your angle, and you have to reproduce that angle with your Panhard bar, which is like your fourth link. Okay, so instead of running back, it runs sideways. So in this case, you can see that this point is lower than this point, and that this point is lower than this point by the same amount. The distance from here to here has to be the same as the distance from here to here. And then what that allows you to do is you can cycle your suspension up and down, okay, without altering your steering. Okay, if you go straight up and down with it, the wheels do not twitch from side to side as they move. Now, with chassis mounted servo setups, even if they're perfectly set up, when one wheel comes up, it's going to steer out. Same on this side. It comes up, it's going to steer out just a little bit. It's just the nature of the beast. There's no way around that. The third link attaches up on this truss and runs back. You can see it right there. Okay? And you have to have that link on the same side that you're mounted here. So it goes across this way. So if you're steering on this side of your axle, your link is on this side of your chassis. Panhard has to be on this side. And they both have to be parallel, but you can see there's a bend in here to clear the pumpkin. Okay, and so you know, if you have something like a kit car, like an SCX-10 by Axial, there are plenty of pre-engineered chassis mounted servo kits out there, and you just buy them and install them, and away you go. This is not a kit. This was built by a guy, and then it was up to me to figure out how to put axles on it and do all the things. He had allowed for servo and winch here, but I am running an oversized servo. This is a high-tech 7980TH titanium gear servo with 611 ounces of torque. It's a lot bigger than a regular servo, has a lot greater forces, and it needed to be secured, so it's held with 4 bolts into the chassis, and it's a nice Lexan indestructible frame. This is 1/8 inch aluminum T6 6061 that I cut out, bent, drilled, and there you have it. Now that is not exactly an ideal Panhard setup. What would be ideal is if you had a bracket coming up here that was exactly the same as this. So your hole lined up exactly where the same height here, right? And then this could be a lot shorter. This could be like maybe 5-6 millimeters shorter, up better. You get more clearance, but it still works. The magic parallelogram exists. Doesn't matter whether this is down and this is down or whatever, as long as they're the same length. And then when you go up and down, you get no bump steer. Alright then, that is a quick, I guess, talk about chassis mounted servo, geometry, Panhard bar for RC cars. Right. Now, just to show you, this is not going to be the same for everybody. It's just for my particular vehicle. But I wanted to get this up in the light and show you just how close everything is. There's a nut right here. If I turn this, you'll be able to see it better. Okay, see the nut securing the Panhard bar? And I want to show you how close that comes to the truss. Okay, about 1 mil. 1 mil of clearance there. 1 millimeter. Okay. Okay, and then if you come over here, take a look at it. You've got the other machine screw for that, and when that comes up, it gets extremely close to the link, especially when both are full down, but it does not touch it. Ditto on the servo horn. It comes within a couple of millimeters of the Panhard bar as well, which is harder to show you. I think you can see it. And no matter where you are in the range of steering, nothing conflicts. And when you do come all the way down, you'll see the servo horn and the tie rod are very, very close. So everything is super close and sandwiched. Panhard bar runs parallel to the truss, and it clears it by just a smidge, which is again also difficult to see, but it clears it by just a millimeter or so. So everything's super, super tight, but I've got full range of articulation. Okay, no bump steer, and it's about as good as it's going to get for this particular vehicle. Thanks for watching.